How's it going, Pokemon fans? Shane's already annoying me.
It ain't lit, fam.
I want to get this over with.
Oh.
Shane, what did you play?
Moaning. I showed up at the last minute, and
Filth.
let's see.
Filth.
I was gonna play Lycanroc Raichu
Double filth.
because I thought there were gonna be 3 Turbo Dark decks, and there were only 13 people. So I was cool with that, just hitting Darkrai for weakness. But then there were no Turbo Dark decks.
Well,
So I was
I'm gonna fix this camera again.
So are we restarting?
No, dude, it's fine. Just keep going.
So
I'm not
I
important.
opted against that. Now keep in mind, I didn't even get to the card shop until like 1:30, and we started 2. So I had 30 minutes to figure out what in the world I was doing and sleeve it.
But you never know what you're doing.
You're pretty much right.
Pretty much.
I always decided the last minute. Then I was going to play Mega Ray Garb, but I couldn't find a list, and I had like 15 minutes till tournament started at this point.
Make your own list.
So I played...
Shane can't brew.
Why brew when people are better than you at it? Anyway, so I played...
You don't get good if you don't try.
I think I got good.
You just admitted you're bad at brewing.
Yeah, who needs to brew
Right,
when you can just net
come
deck?
on. What are you playing?
Blame CJ. Anyway, I played the Foxy Drampa, Zoroark Drampa list that Daniel Altavilla piloted the top 4 at Madison Regionals.
Say it like that.
Dude, Foxy Drampa is the best. Just imagine this, like, hot, beautiful Foxy Drampa.
Anyways, Trevor, what did you play?
So I'm not playing anything weird, and I played Tabu Bulu Vigavolt.
Sounds pretty ugly and not Foxy.
But deck is really solid. I enjoy it over Lurantis Bulu. I mean, I haven't played Lurantis Bulu, but in my opinion, I know what Lurantis Bulu does, but I like the deck, and had really fun with it.
And then I played Metagross.
Hey!
I was going to play something different, but, I decided last minute I'm going to take it to a League Cup, so I might as well play it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, that was also one of my choices. I was going to play Metagross if he didn't, and we were like 10 minutes till the event, and he was like, I don't know yet. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm not playing it. Just to be on the safe side.
Get your own Metagross.
I'm working on it.
Oh boy.
So, round 1.
I played against Garb Drampa, and Chelsea's still pretty new, so she play mistaked a couple times, not getting Shaman when she should, things like that, just putting herself in really bad positions. So I kind of just ran right through that matchup. Tauros came out early both games, but Drampa one-shots it pretty easily, especially if it's taking a secret base ping.
Yep.
Which game 2 it did. So
you need Choice Band too, though, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna play 3.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying.
So I mean, odds are you usually have it.
Yeah, it's not bad to achieve all 3. It's pretty easy, but you still need to achieve all 3.
And Zoroark resists Garb, so
Yeah.
with a breakdown, they have to hit you for 8 items to one-shot you. So the matchup's not that hard. I mean, the deck's designed to beat Garb, so that's the whole reason the deck was designed for, is to beat Garb. So.
At this point, I almost feel like we shouldn't be pointing out what played or what's made to beat Garb. Because I think pretty much anything in the format does that. It's either...
I don't think so. I think if everything was built to beat Garb, Garb wouldn't get to the finals.
Well, I mean, maybe Garb's just that powerful.
I mean, I think so too, but I think there's a lot of decks that are just generically good. I don't feel like Bulu decks are built to beat Garb. They're just generically good in this format.
I mean, it just depends. That's why I don't like the Lurantis version, because I don't know if the Lurantis version plays Max Elixirs, or if that's what Steven was doing, but that just feeds Garbodor, so...
Yeah, the deck's just generically good. It's not one of those built to be... don't get me wrong, at least half of the top decks right now are built to be Garb, but I wouldn't say all of them.
Anyways, were we just going over... We went over your game one. Trevor, what did you play?
Pretty much. Oh gosh. Kid was playing...
Kid? Why's it gotta be a kid?
Because it was.
Can it be a guy?
Was it Kyle?
No, the other guy.
Shark?
Yes.
Oh.
He was playing...
Oh, Xerneas Giratina?
Yeah.
Fairy
no,
Giratina
it was just
Xerneas?
Xerneas and Giratina. That's all I really
Yeah,
saw.
Xerneas breaking Giratina.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he was just trying to get all the fairy energies, stuff like that.
It's bad Mega Gardevoir.
Yeah, I was just like, well, I don't
Just
know.
play Brilliant Arrow. Like,
Yeah, like
what?
at that point you should,
Why are you playing Giratina?
but
Okay, to be fair, if this was still a format where Mega Evolutions were in the top tables, I'd say go for it. But they're not. So,
I
stop.
I'd rather play that over than what he was playing. But I'm not gonna bash anyone. Play what you want, whatever you find enjoyable.
well,
So-
I guess I can get some cheesy wins out against decks that only use DCE.
Yeah, I mean Giratina is still a card. So, and then if you don't have an answer quick to Xerneas, it does a lot. So
I think the only deck right now that literally only plays DCE is Vespa Queen.
yeah,
And, I mean, that's always been an auto-loss matchup for them.
yeah, anything with like Giratina and all that.
Like,
But
Well,
All the
Vespa
other-
Queen's picking up popularity, so
Yeah. I mean, all the other DCE decks are playing a lot of basic energy, too, just because the format's so slow. You're not turboing through the deck so fast.
the matchup was really easy because I don't play DCE, so I went straight for Xerneas first because he would break and try to just set up all the fairy energy, and I would just accelerate with Vigavolt. By like turn 2, 3 at the latest, I could knock out Xerneas, and then once I killed that pretty much just stopped his momentum, and it was just pretty easy game. I mean, that's all that really happened. I just out accelerated his.
yeah, I mean, early rounds typically aren't your most exciting. You know, it is what it is.
But I won.
Yeah. I played round 1. I played against. I almost forgot what it was called for a minute. Lurantis Bulu.
Oh, you play Steven.
Yeah. I'm starting to feel like the deck is a bad matchup. Because I don't know if I'm just having bad luck all 3 games, which seems like a really big coincidence. But I've lost every game I've played against Lurantis Bulu so far.
It's really good against a lot of the format, a lot of the GX decks, just because it hits so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, when they can... His second attack does 120, plus 60 if you discard, that's 180. I mean, 2 Lurantis is 220. That's every GX that's, like, not a stage 2.
And then Choice Band makes it 250.
Yeah, a Choice Band makes it a one-shot on anything.
I didn't know how
Like,
good it was until
that-
I used it.
At first I thought it would be pretty decent because I hit 180 easily, and they usually Bulu's 180. So I thought it would be, pretty even. But no, I've lost every time I played against it, so I'm starting to think it's just a bad matchup.
Yeah. It's one of those decks that does really well against 2 prize attacking decks, and does mediocre to subpar against 1 prize attacking decks.
Yeah, like, game 1, he just played Max Elixir, starting hitting me for 150 on turn 2.
Yep.
And I didn't get enough Metagross to set him until, like, turn 3 or 4. And by the time I had a decent amount ready, he just goes, "Oh, Hex Maniac. You can't use the Geotech," or whatever it's called.
Geotech system?
Yeah, the Geotech system. So he got game 1. I started to make a comeback, but it was a little bit too late. He was just able to Lysander for like a Lele to pick up the win. And then game 2, he basically just donked me. I got Vulpix, no draw supporters, no other Pokemon, nothing to get another Pokemon, and I just drew pass for 2 turns, basically. So,
Well, we won.
Sorry, that was a loss.
yeah, I'm getting them. Calm it down.
I'm not gonna celebrate over CJ losing. He's a friend.
Ah,
Is he?
He's
sure?
he's my friend. I don't know about you.
What was it?
Yo, what?
it was moldy cheese or caramel corn.
Which
You
is it?
don't know.
I can't tell.
Kiss Trevor, maybe he can figure it out. You
Yeah.
guys can make out.
That's off-camera stuff.
Y'all can licky each other.
All right, round 2.
Round 2, I played... What did I play? Uh-oh. What did I play?
We could just skip
Trevor,
you.
round 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me think.
Okay, round 2, I played... Uh-oh. No, I'm just kidding. Round 2, I played against... Oh, crap. I really can't remember now. You're passing on to me.
Dude, I don't remember either.
Let me
I
think.
remember round 3.
Let me think.
I'll go ahead and do my round 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got the bye.
We'll talk more. Talk more about that.
Tell us more about your buy.
How did it go? What did you do with that buy?
I sat around waiting to play Pokemon.
'Cause I didn't play Marcus, I didn't play Ryan, I didn't play Kyle, I didn't play Kenny, I didn't play Zach.
I knew I played. I played against Decidueye Plume, and
I was sitting right next to you. Who was I playing against? I played Chris.
yeah, Decidueye Plume. I don't know, the whole time, like, he would put Plume up, and he's kind of a new player, so I was telling him, like, sometimes you need to wait for Plume, because you do, because sometimes screw you over too, you can't play items also. So I was just, I don't know, it was an easy matchup, because I know, really, like, I played against Plume plenty of times, and if I can get out a Vigavolt, I just have energy acceleration, so that's pretty easy. I did have to Lysander up, and then I play a one of Tapu Koko, so I Lysandered up his Vileplume, then I Koko'd into, like, put it in the active with all the energy attached, and it does exactly 130, so enough to knock out Plume. That's how I took game 1, but game 2 is just kind of the same route. If I get a Vigavolt out, it's easy, so I was just trying to, like, I was talking to him, and I don't know if he was really knew what I was talking about, but I don't know if that's a matchup you play Plume against, like, if him going for Plume, because my energy acceleration,
Your items don't really mean that much.
yeah, like, the only thing it screwed me out of was rare candy into,
Well, the less Vicavolts you have, the better.
well,
So,
yeah,
and it's one of those
I
where
think the deck really only needs one, though.
yeah, I only need
I mean,
one
he
out.
shouldn't just rush Plume in all circumstances, but if he can get decently set up and get Plume,
Well,
then
yeah.
But don't just rush Plume. This isn't last format. Last format you could rush Plume a lot and not get as punished for it. But the game's a lot slower right now, so.
Yeah, true. I know, I just didn't find it that threatening.
Plume's generally not that threatening anymore. It's really not.
I think it's just because of Vigavolt. I mean, it did screw me out of rare candy, but wasn't that big of a deal. So I ended up getting round 2.
So I played Chris, who's still playing Volcanion, and Zoroark just kind of dominated both games. Like,
The man played Skyfield.
he played Skyfield against me game 2, and I was like, cool. Because if he doesn't play Skyfield to one-shot an EX, I have to have a choice band.
I mean, granted, he hasn't played against Zoroark, so...
Yeah, well, I told him in game 1, you don't, but, Anyway, so, game 1, I just kind of, like, Drampa takes over the early game. Zoroark comes in, because Volcanion's going to fill their bench. There's no way around it. That's why Zoroark's so good right now. Like, name a top-tier deck that doesn't fill its bench. Or put at least 4 on the bench.
Metagross doesn't.
Top tier. No. Oh!
Whoa!
Yo! We're on camera.
So?
Anyway, pretty much all the good decks fill their bench. You know what I mean? It's just how it is.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
So Zoroark's just really good. But, he would just bloat his bench and I would just take over the game with Zoroark. And Chris still, doesn't quite grasp the concept of Volcanion. He still just keeps slowly attaching to his EX.
No, he put 3 on the baby first game.
Yeah, he did do that. But then I just immediately killed it. And then, game 2, he just went straight to the EX, and I was like, okay, blow it up. And then all your energy's gone. So, it's just one of those things where Chris still needs to learn, so,
He's not going to learn until he wants to.
But Zoroark, MVP.
Wonder how the mirror is, Zoroark versus Zoroark.
Drampa, OP.
I guess.
It's
just
any
Drampa
mirror match
battle
is
at that
usually
point.
Drampa.
Yeah.
So the
that
guard
was all
mirror,
over round 3. Wait, go
Round
ahead.
2.
I was just going to say,
Yeah, round
the
2.
guard mirror is kind of funky because weakness and all that. It's really weird.
I think that's why Espeon is unpopular in some of them for the mirror.
Yep.
You have the 60 for confusion, 1 energy.
So, round 3. Do you want me to just go ahead and go immediately again, or do we want to go back
Do
to
you remember who you played?
Yeah. I played Steven, so I played Lulu Lurantis. Game 1, I know we kind of went a little slow at first. He got a Bulu out, and I think knocked out like a Zoroark or something. I can't remember.
I was sitting next to you, but...
And, but anyway, all I remember is to get the Drampa online to take control of the board state, I did some stuff, got my hand out, like just dumped my hand as much as I could. I Orangarooed to see 3 cards, got my hand back down to 2, dropped a Shaman to draw 4 cards. Out of those 4 cards to get Drampa online that turn, I had to see DCE, Secret Base, and a Pokemon. I saw those 3.
So then you drew lucky.
So then I just took control of the board state with Drampa. Because once
Trevor, didn't we talk about this earlier?
What? Drawing lucky?
Yeah.
I mean, me and him did.
I think a lot of when people try to say their opponent got lucky, they don't realize how much sequencing and planning out your next turns goes into that drawing lucky.
And it's a card game.
Like, you don't know how long I was holding something in my hand to set up that turn. You know what I mean?
I mean, luck does happen.
It does, but it's not the be-all, end-all factor. But anyway, so Drampa just... Because once you knock out a Bulu, it's hard for them to come back. Because they're going to focus on getting out the promo Lurantis first. So they're probably not... If you can knock out a Bulu with 3 energy early, odds are they don't have a GX Lurantis out yet to use Flower Supply. So I just knocked out his Bulu on like turn 3 or 4, and he couldn't stabilize after that. I was just taking knockouts.
That's one reason why I think if you go Lurantis, I like people setting up the Bulu with the Lurantis.
Yeah.
Instead of going with Max Elixirs.
Yeah, me too.
I just feel like he was just trying too much. I mean, he did top 4, but like he wants the promo out, he wants Bulu out, he wants the GX out.
Well, that is the whole point of the deck, to have all 3 of those out.
Well, yeah, and then like Max Elixirs, I don't know. I just... Vigavolt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Vigavolt's just more stable at like restabilizing from knockouts. Like
you're going for long term. Lurantis wants short term.
I guess. I just feel like long term is better right now.
It is. But so game 2, we're kind of neck and neck. Like no one's really ahead. I think we're both at like 4 prizes. But then he knocks out a Zoroark, and I've been holding a Lele in my hand for like 3 turns, just holding it. And so as soon as he killed the Zoroark, I brought up the Drampa, and I had to see a Choice Band to take control of board state again. Then I just Lele, get teammates, go get Sycamore and Choice Band, so I'm Sycamore for next turn. Attach the Choice Band and attack.
That makes me want to play the deck just because it plays teammates. I love that card.
Well, you get things to knock out your Zoroarks easily.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I 2-0'd Bulu, Lurantis.
That's pretty good.
3-0.
Because that's a popular...
It wasn't even like a hard match. Like it's I don't want to say it's an auto win, but it's a good matchup. They can't keep up with the prize trade.
Which, why one attackers are really good.
Yep.
I played against Lycanroc Raichu, and I was really excited because I haven't played against Lycanroc Raichu yet, and also he was a good player, so like I knew he'd pilot pretty well. I played Marcus. But
he wasn't playing Raichu.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't. He was playing Lycanroc Drampa.
For real?
Yeah, you didn't notice.
Oh, whatever.
Kenny was playing Lycanroc
Oh,
Raichu.
Okay. That's why I'm getting confused.
That's why I was
whatever. I meant Lycanroc, because Lycanroc I haven't played against, and I just wanted to see against it. And yes, I do hit for weakness, but...
Yeah, makes matchups super hard, super intense.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but...
Were you clenching your cheeks the whole time?
Dude, the corner, he was cornering me forever, and I'm just like, I need Coco, because Coco can get out of it, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much it, because Olympia counts as retreating. No, Olympia's switching, so I could have did that. I think that's my only 2 outs, and I was searching for Coco, I just could not find it, because all my electric energy was already in the discard, so I had to Rock Scrit, all the energy in, then I have to Ultra Ball to get the Coco, and then Coco to get out of the corner. But I kind of just made it where I started attaching, because he was cornering a Vigavolt. I started attaching, and he didn't know this, but I bluffed having the energy in my deck, because I only attached 2 energies, and then I could have strong charged next turn to hit for 150, but I didn't even have the energy. So I made him knock it out, and then I just promoted and took game 1. Game 2, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. Weakness helps, yes, but I wouldn't count it as an auto loss. Because Lycanroc with the ability switching, like Lysander anytime, it's really good. But after he would do his GX attack, which does, it's like Zoroark, it does, for how many bench I have, 50 I think for each bench or something like that. So
yeah, the rogue, whatever.
Yeah, so he'd do his GX attack, he would knock out one Bulu, but then that would be like it. Like, I would just respond back by setting up a Bulu, attach for turn, Vigavolt 2, and I have a Bulu next turn, so I wouldn't say it was easy matchup, but definitely in my favor. So I ended up winning that round.
3-0. Hey, almost slapped you in the face.
Wouldn't be the first time.
You're not.
Yeah, didn't you do that earlier?
On accident, like a week or two ago. I thought you were going to move and you just sat there.
What'd you play?
I actually played Lycanroc Raichu.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
See, I was just...
I actually played it. Game 1, I couldn't get multiple Metagrosses out that quickly. So I wasn't able to really set up that well. And Flareon exists. So
Wait.
by the...
He's playing Evolutions too?
Yep.
Oh, I guess it does. I don't know.
I don't think the list that topped did, but he had them in there.
I think he just likes Evolutions.
Well, he also doesn't have Lele's or anything, so...
He has the room.
Yeah. I don't know, by the time I was able to get something going, he had like a Lycanroc set up to attack. He was starting on another one and had Flareon. I tried to just start taking the Flareon knockouts to prevent him from one-shotting me, and he would just bring back EVs and Flareons and keep going for it. And eventually, if I remember the game correctly, eventually he just got it out because I couldn't find a Lysander to knock out the EV again because one of them was in the prizes. And he got game 1.
I know I walked over at one of your games.
You're in game 3.
Okay. I'll wait.
He already knew.
He knows.
No, I knew. I was going to bring that up because game 3 was bad. It started out bad.
So, spoiler alert, it goes to game 3.
Well, game 2 is going to be explained quickly.
Brick.
No. Well, pretty much. He had just the Rockruff out, and I went turn 1 attached to Lele, turn 2 attached Geotech, knock it out.
And you got dunked, pretty much?
No, he got dunked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, game 2 was over pretty quickly.
Sucks.
So I walk up on game 3. All I
Yeah.
see is it's turn 2 and there's a Flareon out already. And I'm just well,
Yeah.
good luck, CJ.
He had Lycanroc with either Strong Energy or Choice Band on it, and a Flareon on board, and I had no Metagross set up.
RIP. Yeah, you weren't going to get any set up.
No, I got set up.
For real?
Yeah. Because he just had the one Lycanroc and one Flareon, and that was it.
That's what happens when you're missing Lele's.
And I used the Lele to hit him for 40 damage, so that when I did get a Metagross ready, it just came up, Choice Band, one-shot it. Because it hit 180 with a Choice Band. He was down to 2 or 3 prizes, and then that was the turn I went in for the attack. He knocked out the Lele, went down to I think 3 prizes. That's when I had brought up Metagross, attached, double Geotech, Choice Band, end him to 3, knock out your Lycanroc. And I also put an Altar into play, Altar of the Sun. So even if he did get something ready,
True.
he's not hitting me for weakness unless he gets rid of the stadium.
Right.
And then the following turn, he couldn't draw another Pokemon, and all he had was Flareon.
Dang.
So I was able to get through.
So
That was our round 3.
round 4 was super exciting and intense. Y'all have
Yeah.
no idea.
Woo.
So me and him just drew.
I bought a
Guaranteed first and second seeds.
full art Vigavolt.
I was not able to draw into my opponent,
I mean, did it matter?
but my
Wait.
opponent gave me the win.
Oh.
without even playing.
Yeah, Marcus.
So we all three made top 4.
Yay!
His reasoning was, one, he was borrowing our stuff.
Yeah, he's borrowing me and CJ stuff.
And 2, he said that I was favored in the matchup. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Wait. What?
I mean, I could see it. I feel like you're getting Marcus and Kenny mixed up again.
No, I'm not. I just don't
Like in Rock
see-
Drampa versus Metagross?
I one-shot Drampas. Easy.
Okay.
Just choice band. 180. Knockout.
It's like 190.
And I guess, yeah, I can
Nah,
see
I hit
that,
180.
'cause
It's 150
Lycanroc's-
plus 30.
I thought it was 160.
Lycanroc's ability just pretty much goes out the window, so... Because you can just come in.
It allows him to two-shot easier. Because one of the things was he can, like, put me to, like, 130, and then obviously I have to retreat. If I don't find a max potion,
True.
he just pulls it back up and knocks it out.
Mm.
And sometimes that puts me below the number of Metacrosses I need to keep chaining.
Right.
So
there's a pretty good chance that...
So do you think the game was that far in my favor, though? Like, you really think Lycanroc
Yeah.
Drampa is that bad of a matchup? Or
I don't
that
think
good
it's
of a
that
matchup?
bad. I think your deck just outclasses his deck. I think it's just one of those situations of Tier 1 versus Tier 3. You know what I mean? It's just one of those.
Because I was a little shocked. But
I
think Marcus just wanted to go home.
Yeah, I didn't think he wanted to play. But I can see it's so strong, like, you're favored, but I wouldn't throw the game away, but... I mean, I would never throw a game away, but...
Yeah.
I just won't say anything. Anyways,
So...
what were you going to say?
We do have another League Cup coming up. So...
Yay!
You know, today was a lot different than last week, where we were the day after League Cup and we were kind of just fooling around. I mean, I played Ampharos for God's sake.
I played Vigavolt GX. Woo!
So...
I played Metacross,
Yeah.
and it just turned out to be amazing.
Yeah. So we're trying to take this a little bit serious. Figure out, try and test, see what we want to play at the League Cup.
I almost played Monkeys today.
So CJ, you're probably gonna play Metagross at the League Cup.
Probably.
Pretty
I
good chance.
think for the foreseeable future, if I want to play like a deck to win,
It's gonna be your new Dark Dragons.
yeah, it'll be my go-to deck if I want to win.
Yeah.
Do I believe in the Bulu with the Vigavolt? People don't realize, like, I feel like Marcus was the only one that was actually going for my Vigavolts. Like, no one knows how, like, or they just don't care because it's not a GX, EX.
People don't think to go for setup cards. They always just, their mind goes straight to go for the attack.
Attach 2 energy, 1 turn, and it could stack if I had 2 out.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if you have 2, at that point I probably ignore them.
Probably.
Because you knock one, because like, oh, I knock one out and he still has another one to set up with.
I would even probably stack the abilities. I never need to, but...
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you get 2 into play.
Then if we knock one out, you can just
Yeah,
have a backup.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm going to try, but I'm just saying I would probably never use both abilities in 1 turn.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about the decks y'all used today?
I love mine.
No, I'm probably... There's a good chance I'm playing Zoroark, Drampa at the League Cup. Like, the deck just seems really strong.
Oh yeah, 1 prize, and then you have the Drampa.
Like, you can't stall me because I just stand in.
Yep, that's another thing. My
And-
standard stall is not a thing. So.
The deck just seems really good.
Oh, I like my deck. So. I want to play against yours.
And
so.
I mean, Zoroark did win regionals today in Mexico.
I saw that.
So, it's got a top 4 finish and a first place finish the last couple weeks.
That was also one of the decks I was considering trying out at some point, was the Zoroark Drampa.
I just love the name. Foxy Drampa.
I'm just glad we picked up, CJ and I picked up, what is it?
We both got a set of Zoroarks for like $11.
So,
I already had 3.
good pickup.
Mine are reverse
Well,
foil.
there's something I wanted to talk to you guys. I don't know what you do on camera, but I think I figured out why I played better today. I feel like I played how I should play every weekend.
You just relaxed?
That and like, I was thinking like next turns, like moves in, like for next turn and all that, thinking ahead. But I went the simple route. I mean, I was still thinking about my turns and stuff, but I was just like, I'm doing this. It works out. I just went for it. It worked every time.
You know, you can't overcomplicate. You gotta remember, this is Pokemon, not Magic. It's not that complicated.
I think I just overthink everything where I just
like,
I
don't get me
screw
wrong,
myself over.
you plan ahead in this game,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
but
saying.
you don't plan as, like, it's not as intense.
You
planning.
plan out a turn in advance.
Yeah, it's not like Magic where you have to think, like, 5 turns ahead.
Like, what I know what I usually do is I look at the best play, and I'm like, all right, what will mess me up if I do this play? Do I have stuff to react to that?
Yeah.
If I'm good, I go for it. If not,
Yeah.
I
That's
figure out
what
how
I
much
did
it'll mess me up.
Today, you spoke in my mind. I had to Skyla.
I spoke in your mind. I love this already.
I played.
You're giving him way too much praise.
No, I'm serious. This was to win. I just went for it. Didn't overthink. I Skyled for Floatstone, and I just remember one weekend you were like, if that's like the key to win, just go for it. If it's not there, then you think of something else. So I don't know. It just came into my mind. I'm like, all right, Skyled for Floatstone. There.
Don't give Shane praise for that. That's simple.
Yeah, but apparently he needed it.
My anxiety. I don't know. It just.
Just take more
Trevor,
pills.
just remember KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
I've actually never heard that before.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I've never heard
All
that.
right,
You know that's the whole reason why the band KISS is named KISS, right?
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Fact.
All
Interesting.
right, guys.
I learned
We're not
something
going
today.
to talk about Kiss. Turn it into a Kiss channel.
Whoa. Off camera.
Whoa, you trying to tell me I can't
All right,
be
guys.
me?
Yes.
Bro, that's not PC.
I don't care. This is a PC.
Is it a Mac?
No.
Okay.
What? Anyways. Video over. I'm just going to cut it right here. No, I'm kidding. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Share with all your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, stay jolly.